anticipato dal dottor Dadalt.
As Dr. Dadalt said, we will now focus on a topic which is related to this category of products, and we will first of all focus and dwell on the history behind miniTubes, which have further evolved also for yeast nutrients. The objective we set from the very beginning was that of meeting specific demands, that is, having enological coadjuvant products which had to be low-impact adjuvants throughout, that is, less time needed to prepare them, easy to use, highly practical, and optimum action for each active ingredient in order to have a number of economic advantages. You don't waste time, your doses are specific, you have quality advantages, very high efficiency, and general advantages with a clean management of treatments in the winery. And indeed, this was already published in 2015. Anyway, we will further expand on what we already published a couple of years ago. First of all, let's try and see what solutions were feasible for the market. We considered also possibly the usage of wet powders, but we would have had stability problems, and at the end of the day, we would have had a lot of water to be used and handled, then pellets, but we had solution problems. In addition to that, when using raw materials with pellets, you have anyway to have very complex plants and systems. Granulation was a possibility too, but that holds true only for a few products. And we could have porous materials which had problems in terms of absorption surface, and also the usage of additives was an issue. Hence the idea of miniTubes, which give us a number of things which are essentials. First, respect for raw material and their quality. We valorize materials, therefore. We consider miniTube as being a sort of micro channels or canals in the product itself. And we do so by having a balance between the surface charge of the product itself and the pressure of the materials in the product obtained and in the product when used. We, of course, used technology which was non-traditional, something which is typically done and used in pharmaceutical industries, and we focused on the science of materials and a number of parameters that had to be simultaneously checked during production. This led to a number of operations, and I will not dwell upon the details. I will only focus on the benefits that derive from using this category of products. We said that we have raw materials. For us, it was essential to have the maximum performance and yield for each product, each active ingredient. We are no longer satisfied with what we simply find on the market. We wanted to pay attention to a number of aspects which we want to further enhance through a special inner structure. Of course, we considered all products which can be used in enology, active ingredients, aggregates, within of course, the range of legal products. And then we selected on the market PV, PPs, and coals present on the market, because actually not that many are suitable. We did the same for yeast derivatives, chitosan, and ammonia salts. We obtained what we wanted, and we also examined what was inside this structure that we strived to achieve. The idea was that of having really mini tubes, which are not that regular, but which are internal spaces where active ingredients were able and would be able to express their action when used. In this case, where you see products that are increasing in number, because we are also finding ways to exploit categories of new materials. Anyway, PVPP in the beginning was used as this, and the same went for coal, different types of coal. Now, since applications are more interesting than this presentation, this introduction, I will conclude this first part and say that miniTubes is a growing family. We want to solve those technical problems which, for the time being, prevent us from obtaining them with all materials and for all products. As a matter of fact, only some types of molecules can become mini-tubes. And we wanted to have top quality applications. As we said, this is a family of products which led to the wind tubes, which we will soon focus on, and it is nutrients for yeasts. The objective being that of improving work in the winery and improving applications under all circumstances. So thank you, and now we move on to the applications.